Folks, new project going in. It's mostly ornamental. I think we might be adding some edibles later on, but the first phase is going to be ornamental. So that we're going to be putting in some drift roses, Lor petalum, some arborvitae, and a whole bunch of other stuff is on the list. I'm also getting plants for another edible landscape install, edible / ornamental with a little bit of hardscaping. So we have two big awesome projects coming up, and I'm here at a nursery. As you can see, we've got all kinds of cool plants. We have gotten our plants here. We've got all kinds of greenhouses growing all kinds of good stuff. So fun. I love being out here in the greenhouse areas. All kinds of plants growing here. Lovely greenness. Look over here, we've got flowers going crazy. Sort of crazy, not really crazy yet. It's still early spring. I'm gonna pay for these plants and then we'll go ahead and bring the majority of them to the job site and go from there. It's gonna be awesome. Here we go. There's our plants here, all situated. Some nice shade tarp over them. Otherwise they would wiggle back and forth when we're going down the highway and that would hurt the leaves. So I gotta put the shade tarp over. Got the plants here, and coming over here, all these beds need to be cleaned out of weeds, and this right here is going to be fun. It's a big old behemoth here. It's a massive holly / rosebush nightmare, and we gotta remove that thing. That's coming out, and this bed is going to wrap around the tree actually and come back around. And then these guys down here are going to take this juniper out, clean up the edge, because it really has should have an edge there. We've got to remove that. The weeds, trim the Japanese maple. So yeah, we got to take this big boy out. That's going to be fun. And then over here, clean this up, pull the weeds out, pull this dead stuff out. That's a dead azalea. And same thing over there, pulling that one out. And trim the hemlock on the bottom to where it's kind of like breathable. Down there is going to have peonies, but not yet. Can't find the peonies yet. So plenty to do. I'm going to offload the plants today and start on this big guy. See if I can get him out. That'll be the project for this evening. See how far we get. So rather than grab the whole thing at one time, trying this little chunk right here, because it's possible that this holly is growing from one central root system. And if that's the case, I'll come in here with a sawzall, chop all those out at the ground, and then I'll put landscape fabric over it, heavy duty landscape fabric, and just wait for it to die off after a year or 2 or 3 and staple it down real good. But if that's the case, that they're just individual holly bushes, then I'll go ahead and yank it all out. This is one of the toughest things, is getting a holly bush out, or a crazy, bush that you don't want out of your landscape. I think that's probably what this video is going to be about anyways. I might even do a whole separate video on how to remove large bushes from your landscape. Alright, we're about to pull it. That's what I'm talking about. Voila! There's the first chunk. Wow, these are really prickly. So that didn't work, going right through the middle. that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Boom, there you go, that thing is gone. Now I'll just come back through and pull out. See if we've got some roots here, pull that guy out by the roots. Gotta make sure you get as much of the root as possible so that that holly and rosebush don't come back in. Oh yeah, good stuff, y'all. That thing is going to the dump. Kabam! Yes, awesome. Always feels good to pull the old out and put some new, beautiful plants in. Oh yeah. I barely ever use gloves, but today is an occasion where I want to because we're talking about some crazy holly and rose bushes in the same spot. So it's time to get these out. It's evening time and I think I'm ready to head back to the house. But we did most of the removal. Pulled that guy out, pulled a bunch of the other stuff out, pulled a bush out from over there by hand. Made me feel pretty strong there. And down here we still have the juniper, but I'll get Josh to pull that out tomorrow. See all this here? I'll get my brother to do that. Give him some exercise, if you know what I mean. But I'm happy that I got the majority of all the cleanup. Now I'm gonna blow things off, make it clean before I leave. We'll come back in tomorrow morning, pop it out. We're gonna make some serious progress on this thing. We may even be able to finish it tomorrow. All right, catch y'all later.